A very good afternoon, Team Zimbabwe, and welcome to Africa in Beyond Television Network. We continue to take a look on what is happening in the nation Zimbabwe. The Chivhayo case has hit a brick wall, and a lot of challenges are arising from that case. Remember that Zimbabwe Anti-Corruption Commission was given arresting powers, but they didn't arrest Chivhayo. They just summoned him, and you have to attend on his own time. Remember, Messrs. Chimombe and Mpofu are also not in Zimbabwe and not present for this matter to continue being investigated. But what is important is to note what has been done so far by Team Chivhayo and ED to try and stall this process. Remember, these are factional battles. There is a faction which is backing Chimombe and Mpofu, and there is a faction which is backing Chivhayo, right there of Emerson Mnangagwa and the Twin Express. So Kozwa says the war of tenders getting nasty. Chivhayo fights back, exposing Moses Mpofu. So the government of Zimbabwe gave Wikino's boy Moses Mpofu a contract of 87 million to supply 600,032 and one of goats. That's a price of $139 per goat. Pakadyiwa mari apo. So this is what happened. We need to take a look onto this story. It depends with the kind of goats which were supposed to be supplied. Imbudzi dzakaita sei dzakadai so uye who are the beneficiaries of these goats. But this is not the issue at this point in time. The issue is about this matter is now brought to light now that Chivhayo is now being investigated at the instigation of Moses Mpofu and Chimombe. The reason why this is coming out is to try and discredit Moses Mpofu and Chimombe. This is the issue right here, which means they want to cast all the shadow onto Moses Mpofu so that people will stop interrogating Chivhayo. So you will see two theories coming out. In theory number one, they will say Moses Mpofu is corrupt and cannot be trusted. Theory number two, they will say Moses Mpofu is absconding. Because the reason why they are bringing this issue is to scare away Moses Mpofu so that he doesn't come back to Zimbabwe. And they will say Moses Mpofu is key in terms of this whole investigations. So we are not going to proceed with this matter up until he shows himself or he comes, because they are the authors of the letter. So that is very important to note in this investigation. This is how this investigation is going to die down. And secondly, the credibility of Moses Mpofu has already been tainted by this thing which is coming out. And there are also issues of extortion which were raised to say Moses Mpofu was trying to extort Factional. All those issues are very important to note at this point in time, and this is where you are going to see this case falling away. It is going to be ignored, and they will pretend as if nothing happened. This is the plan right here. We know them. So taking a look on the details of this one, this is it right here. So they wanted a warrant of search and seizure, which was granted by the magistrate court at Rotten Row Court, requesting for a CABS statement in respect of account number 100-612-6120 belonging to Black Deck. So investigations that ensued established that on 16 November 2021, the government of Zimbabwe, represented by the Minister of Lands, Agriculture, Fisheries, Water and Rural Development, entered into a contract agreement with Black Deck Livestock and Poultry Farming, represented by Moses Mpofu, valued at 87 million to supply and deliver 632,001 goats over a period of 5 years. So this is what is happening. This is the whole thing. Chava kutanga manje kuchigadzira. They know kuti apa pakadyiwa mari pakabiwa mari as well, which means this is going to scare Moses Mpofu away. He is not going to be seen in Zimbabwe anytime soon. But it depends with how the people backing him, how strong are they, how are they willing to go with this whole issue at this point in time. So This is very important to note. Politics at play, factional battles at play, and it depends with the one with an upper hand. Who does have an upper hand? Who is playing the hardball at this point in time? So, but that doesn't wash away the issues of Wikino Chivhayo. If the other faction continues to press on, they can continue to fire and bring more information about what is happening in the nation Zimbabwe at this point in time. So, we need to take a look on these issues very seriously. Then let us take a look on another issue. Chimombe says Zimbabweans, we cannot allow those who looted taxpayers' money get away with it unchallenged. I have reported the corruption or money laundering that took place at a South African company, Renform CC, and Wikino Chivhayo, and others must be investigated. Election material was compromised. So this is it. This is a report which has been submitted right there. Chimombe says that she has made a report. I think this is Financial Intelligence Unit. I do not know if it is the Zimbabwean one or if it is something else, but it has been reported according to Tabeth. She has reported this issue. So we will wait to see what is going to happen next. We will wait to see if there is action which is going to be taken, because I believe that the external courts are going to be more instrumental when we are to fight these thugs. External courts are going to be more instrumental in this case, and that is to work from South Africa. That is to use South Africa. So this is a citizen who is taking a task in a personal capacity to fight corruption, and a complaint has been launched today, the 19th, and this is very important for the people of Zimbabwe to note. This is the beginning of everything else. So we will have to see what is going to happen. Yeah, these are the details right there. These are the details right there. We'll wait to see what is going to happen. We'll wait to see. So this is Financial Intelligence Center. I think this is a South African organization. We'll wait to see if they are going to be dealing with these investigations as provided, if they are going to investigate and make sure that they bring these people to justice. So our hope is on the South African justice system. I believe that we need to take these people through the South African courts more so that they become wanted in South Africa. That is the only thing which can be done. They must be wanted in South Africa. Once we manage to make it a case within the South African borders, now that they are wanted in Zimbabwe by ZAC, let them be wanted again in South Africa. That is going to serve a purpose. So I hope and believe those in South Africa are going to continue pursuing this case and make sure that it happens to the advantage of the people of the Republic of Zimbabwe. So this is it. In conclusion, Team Zimbabwe, Team Wikino Chivhayo has started fighting back, and they've now brought the issues about Moses Mpofu. What does it mean? It means Moses Mpofu might abscond and fail to return to Zimbabwe if his backers are not strong enough. And once he does that, the whole issue of Chivhayo will never be taken serious by the people who are supposed to take it serious. They will say Moses Mpofu, he can't be credible, and Moses Mpofu is a corrupt person, and that will jeopardize everything. The investigations will stall, because at this moment in time, the investigations cannot proceed without the two gentlemen, Moses Mpofu and Mike Chimombe. They are out of Zimbabwe as we speak right now. So this is what is happening. We'll continue to be watching this case, following it very closely. But remember that this matter depends with the amount of evidence being brought into the public domain, and what the people who are bringing this information hold. If they hold more, they will continue to push information into the public sector, into the information sector, and it will then push Mnangagwa to act. But at this point in time, it's case closed.